All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans around the globe. I am WXFan21, your humble caster for this evening. I am joined by the one, the only, the GOAT themselves. It's the one, the only Idol. Idol, how the bleep are you?
I'm doing great. Got another GT Classic here, multi-category tournament. This is the playoffs bracket round one, I believe.
You got it. Playoffs round one, and we have a good one here for you. It's ptoil. He's on the left glove. She's on the right. And we're starting off with GT Classic, which is a fun category. And a category where we can kind of speed right through this for speedrunning tech because we're not getting that many items, Idle, until we get into GT.
That's right. We're going to let the game do all the heavy work for us. Just walking into this one room and boom, you get like 50% of the items. Getting there is the trouble.
That is true. It is so good to be back commentating with you. Derp and I took care of commentary last night in our opener for the consolation bracket. Shout out to Papa Schmo for setting that up for us. And big shout out to Jestro Zooks, who finally decided they wanted to wake up for us. Poor Jestro was falling asleep last night. It was like 12, 12:30, 1 a.m., and poor Jestro was falling asleep.
Yeah, three races is a lot, that's for sure. Not just for the runners.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, we're going to go through our classic get out of everyone's favorite non-existent and randomizer series station. So the biggest thing here, when I'm talking about series station and strats, is don't screw up, don't get hit by unfortunate steam, and just run.
Yeah, both runners had a nice start, 58 escape for both of them. It's not that easy to do, but then the steam catches up to us. And good.
44, 24, 40, 42.87. I thought I was going to stay at about a 43.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be 44 and then just took one last stumble there, but no problem. It's early.
All right. Let's go, Idol. We're going to go to our normal retro brain stuff. But what's the biggest key factor early on in the GT Classic run?
Certainly the gate glitch is kind of the make or break thing. It's a mostly frame perfect trick. If you run into the room, sometimes you can, with a running start, you can get a 2-frame window on that first super. But most runners, once they miss that first one, will just stand right next to the gate for the remaining ones, and that is frame perfect. That's definitely the trickiest part. But Lava Dive is not free either. And even if you're not paying attention, you can mess up the GT code part too, because if you're not careful with your inputs, you can miss the code, or you could fire a shot in the next room. The game is so eager to give you all the items, they literally give you all the beams and all of them equipped at the same time. And the game crashes if you fire a beam when they're all equipped at the same time. It was not designed for that.
No. Really? This game was not designed for speedrunning? Gasp! Gasp! No, it's really amazing what the speedrunning community can do to break games.
Yeah, and it's awesome that the developers left this code in. It's not like there's some really weird hack that the runners are doing. That just the developers left in this code. Like, hey, if you hold A, B, X, Y, and nothing else on this one door or one of two doors, it's a GT room. Here's all the items.
Just hilarious. It's almost like I keep joking with people I've done commentary with this. It's like, okay, we're going to use the GT code. And I go up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. They go, no, stupid. I mean WX. That's the Konami code. No, I'm kidding. When I think of cheat code, that's always the go-to. The classic Konami code. But no, we'll explain a little bit about what the code entails and what buttons they got to press. And yes, one of the biggest things with the run is because both racers Idle have the option of watching the restream, because this isn't a randomizer. They have the option of doing that. Make sure you turn off that spacer beam. Otherwise, like you said, the game crashes.
Yep.
All so rude. So rude. We also have another game going on SpeedGaming 3. I don't believe there's any commentary over there at the moment. That is a round 1 consolation bracket going on. This is round 1 of our winners bracket. Do we know what the records of these two were, Idle, for their groups?
I didn't look that up. I know that this is the match where the runners are from the same group, so they actually faced off earlier as well, but I don't have the results from that match either. Too many results. I have to go look through to find that out.
No, you're fine. Twitch chat's getting under my skin right now about leaving Spazer Beamon instead of Plasma. I will banhammer every single one of you if you think Spazer is better than Plasma. I am 110% kidding.
As fun as that would be, that would cost, I think, a good minute and a half throughout the rest of the run with how much time Plasma saves on squash fights.
If someone wanted to make the race interesting or give their opponent an advantage, I'm just saying. Folks, it's the early part of the run. What do you want us to talk about that you haven't seen with every Super Metroid speedrun up until we get to Green Brinstar?
And it is true. Well, ptoil having BT face the other way, that's something new. But, I mean, this... we got this multi-category tournament, 7 different categories. All 7 of them are the same up to this point. I think we're not going to see any divergence until... I guess in some categories, you'd start seeing some extra item collection once we get the Brinstar, but... all of this is the same, except for maybe, I guess, some categories you might pick up that E-tank at the bottom, so maybe there's a little divergence at this point, but it's basically the same. Runners are going to be going to get those power bombs early, so they are going to miss these pirates. Health is a little bit of a concern in this early part of the game until we pick up an E-tank after grade. Or just get dropped after grade 2, that helps with health. So far, Glove opening up a small lead. Not too big of a deal at this point. Still plenty of run left. Really, that gate glitch and lava dive are the big things here.
Sorry, I was giving Jestro a bunch of, you-know-what for his ice shields over Plasma comment.
Ice shields are pretty laggy. I suppose Plasma is too, though. Depending on the room.
Ice shields are fun to look at.
They can be kind of funny when you accidentally trigger one and then you can't open doors.
Yep, that's always fun.
The ice shield won't open the door and you can't fire any shots.
The game is going neener.
All right, we do see Glove skip both charge beam and the charge missiles. We'll probably see ptoil do the same.
Yep. In this category, you don't pick those up. Because, again, we're going to get them later, so why waste the time?
Yep. Glove getting her missiles there. You do want you need one missile drop from something. And then you just hopefully hold on to those missiles until you get to the grade fight. If you're going for that 2+3 grade. Because without the charge missiles, it's actually, and without charge beam to help with farming, it's actually not free to get those missiles. You kind of have to... But you do have several farms you can get along the way. So both runners have those missiles.
I also just want to point out that in this particular run, because the racers are only going to have 10 missiles, the Phantoon fight is a lot harder because you don't have those extra 5 to complete those 2-round Dopplers. It's going to make things a little bit more dicey for the runners. So what you're going to see them do when the racers get to Phantoon, you're going to see them, hopefully, if Phantoon cooperates, leave the missile ammo in the air to refill to try to get 2 rounds. It's definitely not as easy, Idle. But
I think we've been talking about ice shields a little bit too much.
A little
bit. Getting the low ice advice mixed up with the GT Classic.
This is what happens. I thought it was this category. Whatever.
We've been talking about the low ice, off and on. Some of that was, I think, before we got... I
just blame Jestro.
Fair.
For shame, Jestro! No,
Glove opening up a bit more of a lead. ptoil had a little bit of trouble with that red tower. Unfortunately, if you missed the first setup, he tried to back it up, but then the rippers were in the way, and it's not a huge time loss, but it's definitely something to help Glove Patterly here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like Glove successfully breaking that tube without soft locking the game. That is a frame perfect possibility. You do not want to leave right on the frame when the game decides you've broken the tube. ptoil did farm a bit in Hellway, but still looks a little rough on health here. Probably will be fine, but oh. I like the
ptoil
comment
just posted in chat.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Well, I guess ptoil's gonna go get those high jump boots now rather than later.
I mean, you are here. Now you don't have a health problem.
Yeah.
You were going to get those high jump boots eventually.
I mean, you're here. ptoil is just keeping Twitch chat on its feet. That's all. ptoil knew exactly what he was doing. So Glove's got her Varia suit, ptoil has those high jump. And you might be wondering, yo, WX and Idol, you've been talking about them getting every single major except for Screw Attack with the GT code. Why the heck do you need high jump? Thank you, random person who I just made up to ask that. That would be because you really can't get through Lava Dive without these high jump boots.
Yep, you could go for a bootless. It's not very race safe. You don't see many people go for it in race situations. You'll see it in randos a fair amount because you just don't have the choice. There's no high jump to be had. But
no kidding.
Yeah, the bootless is pretty specific. The whole room has to be executed very well. Lots of failure points. Whereas with the high jump boots, sometimes runners will even make a big mistake, take like 100 damage, and still make it out. Everything's just so much easier with high jump boots. And it only costs about 40-45 seconds to get them. If you save and you have to reset that lava dive one time, that's 0.45 seconds. So it's just you see runners generally get that, and both runners are getting their high jump boots.
I just want to say, how dare you talk about execution during a speedrun? Don't make the racers more nervous.
Well, that's why they're getting the high jump. They don't need to worry about it, right? ptoil doing some more memeing.
Oh, just missed the last super. Little Kraid DLC for you all.
Does at least still have a super. Ooh, yeah, wasn't prepared to fire. Which Kraid does open his mouth randomly the first time, so it can be a little hard to prepare for that first mouth open. All the other ones are based on your shooting them, and that's easier. Glove taking a hit there. Not a big deal in a race because you're usually going to farm for 5 supers anyway, so you're going to get that health back. And we'll see if she decides to take a save pre-lava dive. Some runners opt to only save at GGG, but she does have a significant lead at this point. Probably could afford to take the save here just to be on this. Or not. I don't mind this decision at all. This is just fine. See, the bugs are trolling a little bit today. Unfortunately, being full and everything else does not increase your super drop chances at all. Oh, jeez. Okay. Not surprising that you didn't get any power bombs either. Those bugs do not drop power bombs at a very high rate.
Certain bugs and enemies just don't drop what you need to.
And Glove's not even worried about taking that hit there.
No.
Her health is fine for this lava dive.
So they're each going for the 2 energy tank lava dive.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Glove?
no?
Glove? This is not good.
Glove?
Do you
What
see
did
the
you
problem?
do that I missed?
Glove? Glove?
Makes it.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
What?
This is the professor's school situation.
Pro- Explain?
She has no power bombs.
Ew.
She
Yikes.
can, I think, leave. So she could head out, like, she could just go back. I think she has enough health to make it back. It would be tight, but I think she could. It'd be very slow.
What
Yeah.
drops power bombs here?
These guys at like a 2% clip or something. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, the Fune's also at a 2% clip. Or 1%. It's not exactly good down here. You see ptoil taking his time in the farm room.
And you can see, okay, she's trying to farm that power bomb, and now she's out of supers. So I saw Professor School do this in a race once. It was several years ago, and I want to say it took him like 20 minutes to get a power bomb. It's like, you never know, right? It could happen this time, but it's just not a. It's one of those things, you make this mistake one time and you never do it again.
Fair.
And she is going to go back. I think this is the right decision. When Professor School did it, I want to say he had like 40 health. So it was like not a possibility for him to go back. And honestly, we still have the gate in front of ptoil. This is not like, if she can get back, get the power bomb, farm health from the Magdalites, I don't think this race is over. She might need a little help from ptoil, but she's been showing better movement up to this point too, so
Yep.
it's not over. She's got to make it back here. This is better. This is her better chance. Let's see if she can pull
Cannot
this
get
off.
hit by one of the Fune fireballs here.
It's gonna be tight. I think she's got it. Yes.
Nice!
All right, this is the smarter way. She's gonna have to leave this
Yep.
on floor because these will drop health now.
And look, this could take a long time. Why? ptoil has to green gate glitch.
Or
show
ptoil
off!
can just nail it.
Go off!
Nicely done.
Nicely done, ptoil. And now let's talk about the GT code. They're gonna hold all of the face buttons and bang.
Please, Glove. Please. Glove. Why are you doing this?
Glove, you have
Okay.
13 energy. Stop making idle sweat, please and thank
Admittedly, this might actually be faster than farming the Magdalites. She took a lot of hits getting here.
you. She needed the health to get back anyway.
Yeah, I think it's question, like, you could farm those Magdalites. You'd have to be farming both of them at once probably to be faster, and they do. I don't mind this decision at all. Just get the health. Okay. She's gonna get the power bombs. She's gonna be back in business here.
Yay. Gets a power bomb and then farms 3.
Only needs one, but you know, we're gonna make sure.
See, again, this is where Glove lures ptoil into a false sense of security. She knew exactly what she was doing the whole time.
Oh yeah,
Glove.
for sure. Definitely.
Glove's hanging out with us in Twitch chat.
Not even. Oh, she already did save, but she saved pre. I don't know. She's probably fine. I'm not.
She's fine. Oh no, she didn't save before elevator.
Yeah, but I mean, you either get this glitch to stay in the race or you don't. So I think this is a reasonable skip.
Fair. ptoil getting through Key Hunter stairs, no problem. The other thing too we should mention is the other part of this GT code is ptoil actually has X-ray and grapple and X-ray. Nice one shot gate glitch, by the way. Idol, I don't know about you, but I think we have some Glove fans in the Twitch chat.
I I mean, we're just people who want to see close racing. You always want to get back into it.
I'm just gonna throw it out there and say there is a lot of love for Glove in chat. We have any ptoil fans in Twitch chat?
Well, she definitely made the right play to go
Agreed.
back through Lava Dive, get the power bomb. It really could have been. I don't even know how long it was. It might have been more than. It might have been 20 minutes. It was a long time, is what I remember.
ptoil, my guy, I'm trying to get you a little bit of fans here too. Maybe even ptoil's on the Glove fan club. I mean, who isn't? Glove is awesome. But still, we play both sides. Good cover, M-Rock. Good cover. Smooth. Very classy cover right there by M-Rock. Nicely done. Jacko, same thing. Big ptoil fan. You'll love to see it. Make sure you give the racers a follow too, folks. !R in the Twitch chat. Give them a follow if you're not already. Or if you're apparently not card-carrying members of the Glove fan club and ptoil fan clubs.
Was Ridley dead there, and then he just carried ptoil for fun?
Just
Pretty
so
rude.
Pretty much. But that's Ridley for you. Also, if you want to follow the commentary team, you can do that as well with !C. And Idle, I think it's !SMMC to get information about the tournament.
That sounds
be wrong
right.
on that.
That would make sense. Yeah, we got. I think there's another match going on right now, and then there's 3 on Saturday or something like that. There's a lot.
There is a lot on Saturday. So again, folks, your commands !R, !C, and !SMMC. SpeedGaming 3 is another game going on, like Idle said. That is your round 1 consolation bracket. Anthony versus Iron Rusty. I just want to know when the ptoil and Glove merch are coming out. The foam fingers, the hats, everything.
Really trolling a little bit during this fight here. A lot of tail blocking going on.
RNG comes into factor in a lot of categories, and right now Glove is getting some absolutely horrible RNG here from Ridley.
Yeah, and unfortunately there's not a lot of, like, there might be some, you might think there'd be some sticking points for ptoil coming up here, but even Fantoon, it's usually a 1 round with the microwave beam. We just have so many items available that we're not too dependent on drops. We're not too dependent on even Turian. We're going to go in there with potentially 15 supers. You can afford to have the Metroid scam you a bit. You got 90 some missiles. You don't even need. You probably have like 3 supers and still make it work. So.
As long as you have 18 projectiles to break Mother Brain 1's tank, and you've done enough damage, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Because the only way you can actually... Oh, look at Glove showing off some spring ball strats here. Nicely done. That's definitely something to keep in mind as well as your ammo count headed into Torian. I believe Mother Brain 1 is 3,000 damage, but at the same time, you can't damage Mother Brain 1 with the charge beam, to my knowledge. It has to be with projectiles.
Yep. I didn't realize that ptoil had not broken that tube. I wonder if you went for it and just missed. I didn't catch that earlier. Usually you break it on the way in. Of course, ptoil did head to high jump boots, so might not have been thinking about this. Not sure what was going on there, but. Alright, so we're going to see our first use of the microwave beam coming up here. taking advantage of the X-ray that you pointed out. You can't see it, but the runners do have it.
I got really excited for a
Ooh.
second and thought we were going for a Spore Spawn fight. Then I looked up and it was ptoil.
Nice backup from ptoil there. He fired his shot a little early and did not get the micro he was looking for. Unless he was trying to get ptoil to come out fast. Is that maybe what he was going for there?
It's quite possible. I'm happy ptoil saved it, because that would have been a little awkward otherwise. Can ptoil
nice full
execute the full halfy? Yes, he can.
I'm genuinely curious whether that was a save or whether that was intentional. Because if you do hit ptoil right as ptoil appears, let's say you can get 3 hits in, then ptoil will, instead of coming out of the tube slow or the hole slowly, she'll come out fast, like because it's almost dead already. And then that can actually let you kill ptoil a little bit earlier.
Yeah, well, that's the answer to the question. Just
it looked
shot
early.
A little bit early. Hey, at least it's not killing Dragon off screen. All right.
Oh, gosh, that would be a way to get Glove back into this, and then some.
No kidding.
The Glove would probably be finished before Dragon in that situation.
And for those who have never seen it, there is a way in the game. I think ptoil just got the spike suit as well.
I think you might be right.
So there is a point in the game, if you kill Dragon as she's off screen, it actually takes 18 minutes for Dragon to slowly get back into position to go to her death animation, or her kill animation, whatever you want to call it. And that is not the way you want to do things, especially in a race. 18 minutes is pretty much a just forfeit the race type of deal. Or you're just waiting for your opponent to hit done.
Yeah.
It's rare, but it can happen. Also, did Glove get an extra reserve tank?
I think if you're full on health at any point, the reserves you get from GT activate. Like they turn yellow.
Yeah, because I'm just looking and I'm like, okay, I know they both did the GT code, and I don't see it on ptoil's side.
Yeah, so eventually we'll probably see it in Turian whenever Glove or ptoil gets back up over 700 health.
Mm-hmm. So ptoil with 1 boss left to go. That is Fantoon. And to answer Twitch chat's question, that would be a Massachusetts accent, or as I call it, the New England accent. Glove trying for the spike suit and not going to get it.
Unfortunately, that's like a 2-second time loss or something. This maybe 3. It's not a significant loss at all.
Not at all.
Got all these movement items. Yeah, just a lot of running with the blue in this category. We'll just have everything. No need to stop for items.
I mean, I hear ptoil is about to stop outside of Fantoon's room to go make a sandwich to allow Glove to get back in this race so we can have a super close race. No? Okay. Aw, just the speedball.
Just try again. We got time.
Just
keep doing it.
ptoil, just hang out with Fantoon. Hang out, talk to Fantoon rather than blowing Fantoon to smithereens.
Yeah. Go for one of those Doppler kills.
Get your glove foam finger on, ptoil. Jacko, that's just mean.
And that's why we will not be seeing too much RNG swing from Fantoon.
Look at ptoil. Samus has ants in her pants, apparently. All right. Ptoil. If you had to guess at a finish time, a 38?
I am terrible at guessing. I'll take your word for it. I'm not very good at judging the time remaining.
Love. Watch this,
nice.
watch this, watch this, spring ball.
Yeah.
Yay!
There we go. That's a nice strat.
Ptoil showing off. GT Classic is Golden Chorizo Classic. To answer Twitch chat's question, it is a speedrun category for Super Metroid. Basically, you get very few items. You get the Varia suit and high jump boots to get through Lava Dive, and you go as fast as you can to get to Golden Chorizo. When you're entering Golden Chorizo's room from Screw Attack, you hold all the face buttons, and it is a code that was left in by the developers that gives you half of your items. All majors, except for Screw Attack, which you get in the next room. Hope that summed it up okay.
Yeah, no, it's a good summary.
Chat, right. They might actually let me back to come another game. I kid.
There will be another race shortly after this one concludes. I imagine we'll see both runners finish. Glove's not too far behind. The Ptoil comfortably more than a baby skip ahead here. It's going to take... there is some danger with the stand-up in glitch in GT Classic. So we'll see if Ptoil takes that risk, or he could just opt to not do the stand-up.
We'll talk about the stand-up glitch, and I'll leave that to you, Idle, for this one when we get there.
Yeah, we'll wait and see if he even goes for it.
Yeah, it's a fun glitch, but you're right. There is a lot that can still go wrong with stand-up glitch.
As long as you don't, you gotta commit. You either commit to it or you commit not to it. Don't stand up and then decide you're gonna let Mother Brain put you in some weird location that you're not supposed to be. That's almost that can turn into another way.
Ptoil looks like he's been practicing his Metroid rooms. That was very nice.
And I think he avoided a hit there. Yep, he did. Okay. You ideally want to not take any damage, and then it can work out very nicely. If you are going for stand-up, it's nice to have the full 700 health here.
I mean, even though it's still going to be 300 damage, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Setting up for...
Stashio skip. 2. Get it. 3. Should have it. Ooh. Does! Beautifully done!
Well, I thought it was close, but it does get through.
Shout out to Stashio Cat for that baby skip technique.
Yeah, I would have probably missed those webbing. Whenever there's a webbing there that didn't get cleared the first time, I'm usually screwed. So nicely done there. You
nail your baby skip every single time. Stop it!
Not when I go for spring ball skip, that's for darn sure. There's a lot of messing that one up. Okay, spring ball zip for Ptoil. No supers, no problem. We've got 60 missiles more than we need for this. Get sniped all day long here. There's one. Who cares? Did take some damage though, so won't be able to. Because I think if you go for stand up, you need the full 700 to be able to stand up. I think, or something like that.
Maybe I've commentated way too many randos, but it is. So we can talk about it now. Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam is 300 damage if Varia's suit is equipped, If it's not equipped, it's 600 damage. I believe you only need the rainbow beam to hit once to execute stand-up glitch, but you need 700 energy to accomplish it, I think, as in having just the 7 E-tanks.
Correct. And for whatever reason, the GT code that doesn't give you 7 E-tanks. It gives you exactly 700 health.
Yeah,
So you
yep.
see, like, filling
ptoil's
up.
going for it.
Yep, you do this if you're going for stand-up. That is true.
Oh no! Glove just missed baby skip. It's okay. Glove just wanted to give the baby Metroid a hug. It's all part of her master plan. Right, Glove?
So because we have X-ray beam, if we do get stuck on the floor, we can get out pretty easily. Just have to make sure we don't get the baby stuck too far off screen where Mother Brain can't hit it. This isn't like a true cutscene. Like, the Mother Brain actually needs to damage the Metroid 10 times in order to proceed to the next phase. And so, if she's firing onion rings and can't hit the Metroid, the game will never end.
Yep. So you can execute a perfect stand-up glitch. Mother Brain will actually be dead. You still have to hit Mother Brain with 1 hyper beam shot in order for Mother Brain 3 to actually be defeated.
And there we see ptoil moving back over to the right before getting all the way full, so that maybe doesn't get stuck too far left. It's pretty good.
Glove looking for the spring ball zeb skip as well. Rinkas are not cooperating with her.
This can be really annoying when these Rinkas do this, because they normally come out and then it's just like every once in a while
Glove is just eating the
acid
acid right now. Was just standing there, taking a little acid bath.
I mean, she's fine. It's not.
Again, it's
not
all
problem.
part of Glove's master plan. Glove knows exactly what she's doing. Nice stand-up as well from ptoil. How many hyper beam shots did it take?
I didn't even see it, but it was fast.
Glove says, I don't normally do that one. Glove, it's okay. ptoil's gonna save the animals.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Pet the animals, hang out with the animals.
Going to be maybe just under 38 here.
ptoil blue bomber? No. Yeah, 38 was about a good guess.
And it looks like Glove's not going to bother with stand-up.
No. She intentionally took damage in the acid. There's Behemoth Spark. The Diagonal Shine Spark up Climb Tower. And here we go. ptoil Nuttis has to not get bad steam patterns here. Hits by 1. Hit the second on the way out, but not gonna stop him. As ptoil heads to the ship. ptoil is done. GG's, congratulations to ptoil. He wins his category pick.
Official time at 37:56.
Wah, wah. And Glove did forfeit. So, folks, we're gonna take a quick break. Oh, idle.
Do we know? I haven't seen it yet.
Any percent is
Oh,
our
okay.
next category.
Yeah, that's good.
That is very good. Let's see. Do you have co-coms for that? No, I'm signing up. So as long as I get approved, I'll be back to do that one and still have time to commentate my Counter-Strike game at 10 o'clock.
Excellent. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Stay tuned, folks.